I'm here live in my car. Actually, I'm kind of laughing at the situation. I'm not laughing at it because it's not funny. It's actually pretty sad. But I'm laughing at the situation at hand, right? Because they say we got these stipulations that people gotta be in because of their class in America. But the funny thing is, the only reason people's classes are not identified, or rather subjugated, is because of some bullshit ass system that we made it with money, right? So I'm sitting here meditating in nature. I lock in, as they always say, lock in. So what I do, I lock in. I get my womb acclimated with the sun and the moon. All women should know that their womb is aligned with the sun and the moon. The womb, the sun, the moon, life. Life-bearing, wonderful goddesses all around the planet, everywhere. But for some odd reason, we have a lot of really disgusting energies, I'd like to say, that feel the need to attempt to hinder and block people from being their best self. Let me explain. I was simply having a weird day where I was like, I want to get outside the house. I've been inside the house for so long, cramped up in government assisted housing. It's fucking miserable in there. They won't let you have a top floor apartment. They're allowing people to stomp. They give me broken dryers, all this crazy stuff, right? Trying to get you to believe that you are, well, you might as well be grateful that we picked you up off the streets. You know, you were so desperate and so needy. You know, you just couldn't survive without us. And so again, I go outside to go meditate. I go align my womb with the sun and the moon as we're supposed to, because that's who we are. We're divine beings. No woman or man, based on your status or your job, is greater than anyone. I'm here to wake you up and make you remind you that that is the case, right? Remind you that you're supposed to be aligned with the sun. Look at that. As soon as this all happened, my car now has a blockage on the top again. I'll be right back. Give me a second, guys. I gotta go ask them a question in the rental office. Giving Epstein energy. All right, so I just tried to go to my rental office. It seems like every time I meditate and get myself free of all these weird ass attempts to lie to me about who I am as a person, right? Attempts to have people confused about who they are as people. Attempt to manipulate and dominate people. Buddy, let me tell you. Who is that is the backseat? Wait, where'd they go? I don't know who's in my backseat because I don't have nobody in my backseat. I'm chilling. But like I said, just minding my business. Understanding who I am as a woman, right? Understanding my eyeballs are the infinity sign. You can't tell me that I'm not who I am because I know what we are supposed to be as human beings. My womb is supposed to know the sun is over here, the moon is over here, and boom, I'm aligned with divinity. We are all aligned when we want to be. I don't know what the biggie about people being in that divine purpose is. Because it's like they try to choose one queen, but everyone's a goddess. Everyone here is a goddess. Everyone that I know, every woman is creating actively, simultaneously. So for one woman to have access to her womb and it to be aligned with the sun, the stars, the moon, and everything else, and nobody else or everyone not understanding that you're supposed to feel like that, that is the reason why America is at such a travesty right now, where it's like, oh no, this is the top girl, this is the bottom girl, this is this girl. No, 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 no. I think people need to understand and really realize everyone's womb, every woman's womb should be connected to the sun, stars, and everything else. Now, don't get me wrong. I understand that that comes with a big responsibility to have to be able to pour into so many different people, to help so many different people, to know what I am and walk with grace about it. But my issue is this: when someone shows you and proves to you exactly what they are, birth markings, markings on the body, everything about them proves exactly who and what they are. And then you, as a populace of people, go above and beyond to create some kind of trap or brainwashed ass world for this person's brain to exist in. It's quite disgusting, if I don't say so myself. Because a lot of people want to be somebody, but it's just a name. Like, okay, I as a woman gave you this name when you were born, right? I told you that your name was, I don't know, Sarah, right? Fuck Sarah. Sarah. I told you your name was Sarah. But the markings on your body show that you were actually aligned with, I don't know, Ashtar or I don't know, Heru or something like that. You get what I'm saying? Like, we all have original names that we were brought to this earth with, our soul. But our parents have given us names that they're like, oh, I like the story behind that person right there. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna name you Malcolm, because I really like Malcolm X. Or I'm gonna name you I don't know. You get what I'm saying? So the misunderstanding and misconception that I, as a woman, am not allowed to sit on my throne because there's an idea that there's another woman who has the same identity, but they're actually, that's the real one, this is the fake one. Every woman is the same woman. Hold up. That's the tea that they don't want you to know. Every woman is the same woman. Now, what you as a woman were more attracted to when women started to be diverse and there became multiple versions of women after, you know, adoption and all that good stuff, is a whole nother conversation, a whole nother ball game. But genuinely and organically and authentically speaking to this collective right here, all women are the same woman. It all started with the original. So when people get misconstrued and confused and try to start hitting people in the sky and hitting people in the face and doing all kinds of malicious ass shit to people, like this person just tried to hit me in the side of my head, like, what are you doing? I'm a woman. Sit down. You can't use your third eye to stop the power of women. Women create. Men ejaculate. It's okay. You don't have to try to slice me in the side of my head to prove a point. We all are women with wombs that are creating. Now, there's supposed to be this idea that you stay with the same man that you start creating with, right? But a lot of us forget that women can go and create, just like you can build a house anywhere, a woman can go create anywhere. Last thing. Women should have the right to say, hey, not right now. Like this car was over here when I came over here earlier, and they just did not let me have no peace. He's just sitting there. As soon as they figured out I was meditating and breaking them chains off, they said, boy, oh boy. I'm sorry, you guys. My phone randomly died out of nowhere. Okay, so back to what I was saying. Men create, women nurture. No, men do not create. Men add to the equation. I'm sorry. Men add to the equation. Women create. Women cook. Women create the meal. Men add the groceries to the refrigerator. Is it making sense? Does it make sense? Not everybody's locked into being an infinite being. They're starting to realize that. So they're attacking the actual infinite beings. Not everybody had a soul when they got here. Not everybody understands. That access to you is not a given. We are creators that are supposed to be able to say yay or nay. But all women are one woman. So when every woman is able to be in her authority, be in her seat as a woman, oh, the world's watching. Now she's valuable. But we got to be able to control that resource. No way, no how can that woman have access to her divinity without someone being in her face telling her, sit your bitch ass down, bitch. You belong to me. You're my wife. I pay your bills. I make you beautiful. That's the only issue that I have with this world that we live in right now. That is the only issue. Oh wait, I'm gonna get some groceries. Yeah, I'm gonna get some groceries. That's the only issue I have. That we don't allow women to be beautiful even without a man. When women are able to be beautiful even without a man, can I tell you how the world that we live in would barely have any issues? Everyone is starting to feel crushed because the system that we built is false. It's held within the wombs of people who don't understand their divinity. So if you don't understand your divinity and you're having your womb to, I don't know, be connected to the school system, or your womb is connected to, I don't know, the hospital, but you don't understand your divinity, you're creating a space that's going to feel uncomfortable when people rise into their divinity. The issue is America just needs to rise into its divinity. That's it. Women need to be able to, this is the sun, this is the moon, this is my womb. That's the sun, that's my left ovary, that's the moon, that's my right ovary. You don't get the right to tell me yay or nay. I'm all the way up here looking at space like, what are we even talking about right now? Alien time. Like, what are you talking about? Y'all want us to be confined and conformed into this bending over, looking at ourselves in a bubble, walking on the ground, forgetting that we are fucking the whole damn galaxy. A man's supposed to know his left nut is the sun and his right nut is the moon, or vice versa, because they're supposed to be looking at each other. You're supposed to know your nuts is the moon and the sun and walk around like that. A woman's supposed to know her ovaries is the moon and the sun. They want to keep that knowledge to themselves so that everybody else can feel trapped in this spectrum. If you walk around like your nuts is the sun and your moon is the other nut, what you think that's going to do for you? You going to walk with your back, your chest out. You going to understand. You going to know the infinity sign, the meta glasses that everybody wearing, the infinity sign. That's your eyes. Also moon and sun. They will teach you the moon and the sun is your eyeballs so that you be underneath their nuts. Do you understand how the dualism of certain body parts, when you align it, you feel at different heights? No, baby. My womb is the sun and the moon. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh yeah, I'm just going to walk around and feel small. No way. Absolutely not. If I know this knowledge to be true, and it is the truth, I should be able to walk around in this knowledge. Do you understand why, if you don't have this knowledge, or, oh, well, you're not a chapter of the masonry and you haven't been indoctrinated in or sworn in, so you're not supposed to be able to have that kind of knowledge. How dare you have the knowledge of the ethers and you haven't been sworn in? I'm smart. It was in my DNA. I mean, most of my family's Eastern Stars and Masons, but I knew this shit anyway. I didn't have to talk to them. It's cometics. It's in our genetics. Cometics, genetics, ancient Egypt. This shit was long before we existed. They want people sitting here in butt fucking parties, bending over, letting people stick weird objects in their body and do all kinds of heinous acts to their body. They want people doing versus walking around divine. Because when you walk around divine, you'll realize, oh my God, all the pain that I be feeling is not even mine. And then on top of that, you'll start realizing, like, hold on. So we could really just run this whole place without the money aspect of it, and it would really take the stress off everything. Because you'd be worried about, oh God, I gotta get this done for this bill to get paid. Oh God, I got a birthday party. I gotta have enough money to pay for a vacation. Oh man, I gotta put gas in the car. Oh man, I gotta get someone to shovel. Oh man, oh, the stress just goes away because you're like, sun, moon. I don't have a worry in the world. Like, I am the world. What the fuck? What have I been worried about all this time? Now, some people say, oh no, this is Earth, so the sun and the moon is your shoulders. Yeah. No. Sun and moon is my womb. Like, I'm from Jupiter, baby. What you talking about? I'm a Sagittarius. I'm big creator energy. Like, what you talking about? I'm supposed to be what? No, the sun and the moon is my womb, because the planet that I originate from on my zodiac, that the sun and the moon would be my womb. It wouldn't be Earth, because I'm not from Earth. So Earth, chest level, that's different. As a creatress from Jupiter, highest magnetic pull, I'm supposed to know my womb is cosmic and I'm a goddess. I'm supposed to walk around like that and know that. And then when people get the knowledge, it's like, oh no, you're not allowed to have that knowledge. I gotta knock you off your pedestal. How dare you jump up here with us, the big dogs, and have etheric consciousness, have portals swirling all around your head. How dare you open up your consciousness and not get permission to do it first? How dare you not go through a gateway or a person or a society when the knowledge was originally ours? American women should call out all this so-called beauty companies. I mean, that's what I'm saying. I'm looking at all of it. Like, y'all convincing us to put these chemicals. That's probably why my face breaking out. Trying to put this chemical on my face and rub it, and put this one on the face and rub it. My skin ain't never broke out like this in my life. Maybe I'm finally going through puberty, because I was never actually allowed to go through puberty because I was suppressed. I was physically suppressed and spiritually suppressed by my family, because once you realize that one of your children might be the chosen, you try to protect them from the world. Like, you try to keep them sacred, to keep them like a family blessing or heirloom. But the thing is, you can't do that. You can't suppress a child's spirit. Like, that'd be like Mary being like, okay, so you about to have Jesus as your son, right? Anyway, Jesus is your son. So now that we know that Jesus is your son, Mary, what we gonna have to do is we gonna have to suppress his gifts, because everybody else is not gonna feel special enough. So your child can't be gifted, even though this child is the one that's the answer. We can't allow this child to be the answer, because if we allow this child to be the answer, then we all gonna look fucking stupid and small, and we just can't move like that. Look at the geese moving in formation. I love to see it, y'all. Y'all see the geese flying up there? So when you understand your true divinity, Sagittarius love to learn. Okay, that's what I'm saying. I love to learn. I'm literally a philosopher by genetic, zodiac, astrology. The fucking whole solar system is on my body in birthmarks. Like, I know who the fuck I am. My womb looks like the Milky Way. My forehead looks like Orion's belt. I have the Taurus symbol on my forehead. I know who I am. I'm marked with it. I can't sit here and keep allowing people to treat me like, oh, get your butt down from up there. What are you talking about? Up from where? I'm literally just synchronizing my knowledge and using it to effectively come here as a divine soul and wake you 8 billion people up. What do you have a job for if you hate it? What do you have a car for that you can't make payments on? Why do you buy expensive things to impress your other friends who are probably buying them things to suppress you because they're only doing it for an image that doesn't even matter? My thing is, people really get to this space where they forget that, hold up, wait a minute. My child is supposed to grow past me. My child is supposed to be spiritually taller than me. If I'm a tree, this branch is supposed to grow and it's supposed to go further than that. And the leaves touch the sun. I, as an adult, I don't get to touch the sun anymore. I gave life to another branch of the tree. It's not for me to stand on tippy top no more. The children, if they were put first, if they were put on top of the tree, there would be no Epstein files. There would be no reason to manipulate and perversively use children for sexual energy, because we would know our place and we would respect the circle of life. Having a bunch of old white-haired men touching on young girls to get their juice back and run all the companies with their outdated morale when there's a new life being born doesn't make sense. If these people are literally pedophiles running the country because they need fresh energy because they're dying, why the fuck are they running our country? They're not the newest generation. They're not the newest wave. They need to be stopped. And if you go against that, then you're basically telling me if your child if you have to choose between your child and $100 million, and if you choose $100 million, your child's going to get raped for the rest of their life. You telling me that you're going to choose for your child to get raped for the rest of their life. That's what you're telling me. The actions of America is telling me that. And it's like, whoa, we're supposed to be the land of the free. We're supposed to be the innovators. What's going on? I don't get it. What's going on? We all the way up here. We here now. Let's talk about it. Everybody wants meta glasses. That's the infinity sign. Your consciousness is infinite. Do you not know who you are? And you want me to suppress myself to believe that my eyeballs as a Mason is the sun and the moon? So I'm at head level with the womb of the galaxy? No, my ovary is right there and my other ovary is right there. And if it's a man in my vicinity, his nuts is right there. His other nut is over there. What do you mean? Your dick hangs down. It's a womb backwards. What are you saying? Stand up and have the sun and the moon under your balls. Don't suppress a woman. Know who the fuck you are. You stand up. Don't sit here and get on my shoulders and tell me I'm not supposed to be this tall. Don't try to bend me over and show me a lesson. What? You call yourself a man doing that? That shit look manly to you? That's macho to you? Yeah, I'm a man. I cut the tree down. Look what I did. Yeah, I'm swinging my dick all around the city. No, you're not. Because I still get up. I still rise. We're divine feminine. We ride on top of the phallus. When the phallus goes erect, we get up there. What are you talking about? There's no sit down, woman, pay attention, follow the rules. The rules are in divine law and divine order. My womb creates life. It opens up to allow spirits to come through it so that we can experience them physically. So as a person who has created life and will continue to create life and give life to other things around me, I would like to be respected as such and not have the weight of the world on my shoulders or have a man come and smack me down in broad daylight just because he feels like, oh, I submitted to a whole entire gang lord of people that tell me that my eyeballs are the sun and the moon. But in all actuality, it is my nuts. Oh, I had no idea. But anyway, I'm gonna stop giving y'all too much information because then y'all gonna walk around and start acting like kings and queens and they ain't have the fucking morals or the fucking ability to do so. No divine order in your spirit to do so. And it's funny because the people who have the authority to do it don't have that. So even giving out this tea right now is pretty much probably for the people who need it, right? But the people who have that authority to do it now, they don't walk around with those kind of scruples on their shoulders. They don't walk around saying, okay, I'm here to create and give life to and understand and push through. They don't operate like that. They're given this authority and then they're just simply like torturing people, beating on people, hurting people, making other people go through manic panic. There's people who probably don't even have mental issues that have mental issues because they figured this shit out when they were young. And that's why you're not a poor righteous teacher. What does poor have to do with anything? Jesus Christ was poor and born in the manger. Please try again. Jesus Christ was born in the manger. Y'all love y'all some Jesus, but Jesus was in that manger. Okay. When I think about Jesus, my shoulders go down. How Jesus make me feel small? Whoa, hold on now. That don't make sense. That don't make sense. Don't make sense. Do it. You got a third eye, but I'm literally marked with one on my forehead. I got the birthmark, baby. You're not going to come against me. And why would you want to come against me? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Well, you got to send out evil eye. You got to bang me in my forehead with your energy. You using your energy to do something like that instead of create more life. But you want to be the God. You want to be the angel. You want to be seen as the righteous one. But you using your energy to smack somebody in the forehead with evil eye. You don't got to have no daggone third eye open and bang, boogity, 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 bump, 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 bump. As a man, you already know that means somebody running up in that root of the tutor. If that thing's sticking out your forehead like that, that means somebody run up in that ass. You getting your power from other niggas, stacking up their dicks, making a choo-choo train of dick power. You're not even getting it from divine consciousness. I could be lying, right? I don't know. I could be talking some shit, right? But that's probably not the case. But that doesn't matter because community requires unity. I'm not defensive. I'm just sitting here looking at the world that I'm in the world, driving through it, just showing you that clearly something I'm saying is legit because I can't even drive through my city with this knowledge of self and still be safe without somebody trying to run over my forehead, smack me down. I've seen about 5 white women try to look 5 ways and push me down like I'm doing something to them. I'm not doing shit to you, but being me. My sun is my love, my light, but my womb, sun, moon, earth, beneath it, creation. I'm bringing stuff down. I'm exuding the knowledge and you're still trying to cut me down. That's weird energy. That's weird because at the end of the day, some of us don't realize it. When you're old, you're at the bottom. You are old. You are at the bottom of the tree. New life is at the top, close to the sun. People keep on trying to put timelines on people. It's like, no, you got the timeline messed up. And I don't say this to disrespect anybody, right? Because I understand. People say, oh no, grandparent bigotry. And I completely respect the authority of all those things, right? But when someone understands the cosmic understanding of who they are as a person, meaning I understand that my womb creates life. I'm giving life to new children, new things, creating more life. I'm still here to continue creating, right? Put that down on my solar plexus, all right? That was a little gut punch, right? Everyone wants to try to control other people, but I'm exuding the knowledge. I have the birthmarks. You're not going to control and police me. And if you do try to, I mean, hey, that shows your mind because I'm not doing anything but giving you facts. I'm doing nothing to you. You see, I'm in public just telling y'all the truth. And they're like, oh no, we're going to go ahead and knock her down. Rude. I'm sitting here having a class just talking to y'all. Oh no, you're aggressive. No, I'm just a woman who knew what I knew. We're all trees. Every woman should know that their womb aligns with the sun and the moon. Like, how do you not want to know that? Sun, moon, look down at everything. Wow, here's the whole world. I'm a protractor. That should be something that we all know. That's not selective and exclusive to just one group of people because of how much money they make. That's the reason why we have people raping children now. Oh, that's why it's happening. Everybody wants to be Epstein, but then when it's like, okay, let's step into our power and fix something. Oh, well, she's too tall, disrespected, knock her down. And I'm just looking like, why? Everyone should know that they're tall. Once you forget, that's when you fall, right? So you got to keep on realizing what your weak point is. Mine is my solar plexus, right? But it's like, it's no reason, not one reason at all, to forget who you are. But hey, if I misstep for just a few moments, hey, don't mind me. We all trip and fall sometimes. But I'm just here to reawaken people. Like, did you forget who you are? And if you didn't forget who you are, why you want to stop somebody else? I want you all to graduate. I want everybody to make it heaven on earth. It's not selective and exclusive to one person. The people who know it already are doing hell's work. I think we need to wake up some other people so we can get some other people activated mentally, right? That would make sense.
Scan your bonus card now, or select
Hold on one
one of
second,
the
y'all.
options below.
Not this time.
Your total is 29. Please select message wait. System processing. Please follow the instructions on the pin pad.
You can have some water. Just right? That's what we all doing, right? So small, mind.
Please.
Cosmic understanding. You should be able to walk around anywhere like you know it. Have a good day. You as a man should know your balls are the sun and the moon, and that's amazing. You should know that. So it shouldn't be, oh, I'm amazing, so I got the secrets. Oh, I'm this person, so I got the secrets. No, we all should know and walk around and stop. Oh my God, my boss can stab me in the throat and make me feel like I'm choking on a dick all day. Absolutely not. That's why we have perverts running the country. That's the problem. We have perverted our country. It's sad. Well, anyway. And the fact that men run around trying to push women. Like, what is your problem, sir? I'm just riding around on my little merry-go-round seat and y'all trying to... No, you can't be the tallest. I have the birthmark, baby. I know Jesus had to be upset, man. Hey, my father's God, y'all, and God said to do this today. Oh, fuck what God said. Hey, no, fuck what God's talking about. Fuck that. Fuck God. Fuck God. No. Excuse me, y'all. Hold on. Gotta clean my body off. But fuck God. God told us what to do. We're gonna do the opposite for control because we're Masons. We can do that. No, fuck you. No, that's not how that works. Absolutely not. No. Everyone should know what they need to know. It doesn't matter who it is. Like I said, if everyone knew the rules, there would be no game to play. We could just be at work doing what we like to do, not working for a check. So I'm just showing y'all, I'm in my city knowing what I know, right? I know what I know. I know it to be true. I know it to be right and true. You can't take the knowledge from the scholar. You can kick the scholar in the stomach and beat him up and be a bully. But you can't tell me that I'm not who I am. Even if you want to try to say, oh, well, I'm the biggest, the largest. It's like, no, everyone should know exactly who you are. Your birthmarks, your story, your zodiac, your everything should be rightful, true, and in your face and bulletproof to your consciousness. It should not be no one telling you, hey, you don't make enough money to have that position. Maybe if you actually respected my position, I would have, oh wait, I don't need money. That's the whole kid. We don't need money. We want money. We lust for money, but we don't need it. How do we need money? Who's going to buy the dirt to make the garden? How about just make everything free? Then we all heal. I'm just saying. If you're gonna publicly commit me to having suicide done, or send people to shoot me down and gun me down, I definitely know what being an Eastern Star is, but I don't think being a Eastern Star is the whole point, because Eastern Stars are supposed to marry Masons. It's kind of like the other part of the Merkaba. That's how that works. So I'm saying that I'm literally looking at people who I know are probably Masons, and that's why they're doing what they're doing. They have to be in some kind of brotherhood, because I see the head gestures, I see the all of this, all of that, and all of the that, and all of the whoop whoop, and all the hop hop. I see it. I see it. And I look at it and I just think to myself, like, as a woman, all of that was felt in my womb. When you understand your power, you will feel it in your womb, not on your shoulders, not on your back, not in your neck. You'll feel that exactly where you're supposed to feel it at, in your womb, so you can clear out your womb from chaos that passes by you. So I'm glad that that happened for pure example of what I'm saying. My womb, right? My womb is supposed to be in alignment with the sun and the moon, so that I can operate in my actual authority. Right? So I can activate my brain. So I can show that I'm not brain dead. So that I can use the energy of the universe to prove that I'm actually a live being actually viewed as a live, active being. Right? That's a requirement that should be, it should just be standard. But they want to hide these things and allow only old people who are decrepit to know this, and then they go around and use this knowledge to pervert our children and hurt our children. Like, I just got my tax advisor. She started talking to me. She all swinging different energies at me. I'm feeling the swirls all going through my chest. It's like, oh, you've been doing this for a long time. Well, that's beautiful, but you need to unlock that. It's like they're doing all these things to hook on to other people when they're on their way down, but they're only way down because of, again, the system that they agreed to. The system is telling them, hey, you've been doing this too long. This is your cap. It's time for you to go retire so you can go use your energy to just simply monitor a neighborhood. We don't want you inside of the working force no more. But people who've been independent for so long, they don't want to stop working. They want to continue to do the work, so they'll get really divisive. Not judging anybody for this. And people will say, oh, well, the grandparent has created this and the grandparent should be taller. I think y'all are misconstrued. Again, that's why we have rapists and perverts running our country. Because we have the fucking old, decrepit people at the top. How the fuck? Look at that tree. Does that look like a beautiful tree to you? That's a dying tree, right? That don't look beautiful. That tree, dying. It does not look beautiful. But when you see a tree that has fresh leaves on it, fresh flowers, it looks so beautiful. It's like, oh my goodness, how amazing. I love that. That's a beautiful sight. That's a beautiful sight. Oh my God, it's fresh. It's brand new. Amazing looking. Just choked on my spit. Hold on. You are the moon because you represent a feminine principle of the earth, and the man is the sun because he represents the masculine principle of the earth. I would love to completely agree with you on that, right? However, when you understand the knowledge, like I said, you can't be stopped. All that Asian lady doing moving her arm like that, trying to hit somebody, they sticking people in the throat, they trying to walk into your energy, they trying to step up on you, walk up on you. It's just proof that you literally are the living proof of being a chosen being. People don't want to acknowledge the actual story that they praise. You as a Mason praise the story of Cometics. The original people are Isis, Osiris, and Horus. They're brother and sister, and they raised a son together. Set and Nephis raised Anubis together. Y'all praise and honor that information, but when the fucking spirits in your face with the storyline to prove it, and in generations showing it still exists in a family line, y'all still don't want to hear it. Y'all can't manage to believe that that actually exists already. How did we steal their knowledge and they figured it out? That's why when I use the knowledge, no matter who's in front of me, unless it's them ganging up on me, I'm able to operate in my authority. Unless someone's ganging up on me, I do not have a seat. What do I need a seatbelt for? I'm in the cosmic universe. What do I need a seatbelt for? I'm not a moon within the culture. That's something that was taught to you. Isis does represent the moon. I mean, Isis does represent the sun, right? But if Isis is the sun goddess, then how could I just simply only represent the moon? You understand how that doesn't make sense? If Isis is the sun, how could... And then also understand this. If we are stardust and everything broke up and there's more people on the earth than ever before, that would mean that every single soul that we're aware of, had to have been broken down into smaller pieces. Like a gigabyte versus a microbyte. So there'd be different women that would be coming together to create the actual Isis, because Isis has what, 12 sisters? Okay. And they all need to be activated in order for the embodiment of Isis to exist. Right? But for some odd reason, women don't know this because, one, we're not allowed into those rooms, and then we're not allowed to study, and we're not allowed to have the books. Women were supposed to just cook and clean and shut the fuck up. That's how patriarchy rolls. That's why we got perverts running the country, because a lot of women don't molest children. All the patriarchal molesters that you see are men. Most of the people on Epstein's files were men. Women were probably forced to court their husbands. You understand? The average pervert is a man. A man. The average person looking to seek to get inside of something, a man. And I'm not disrespecting any men that are actually good men. It's not stolen knowledge. It's in the books that I read. It's in my DNA. Something one day I said, ooh, the moon and the sun look like my ovaries. Oh, shoot. Then I said, oh, the moon and the sun look like a man's testicles, because a man's balls and his part is the upside down vagina. Oh, wow. So we're standing on top of the world. That's how we become giants. Oh, and then the children, they're the leaves on the tree, so they get to be closer to the sun than us. Oh, so when we get old, that's why everybody old always wants to have the knowledge, so that they can manipulate the people and hurt the people and keep them down, because they're old. They're decrepit. They got to do too much. They got to create these systems and, I don't know, vaccinations and microchips and 5G towers and cell phones and distractions to get the people to forget who they are, because people used to live longer. People used to live to be almost 100, 200 years old. We started having deaths recently. Lady pervs became lady pervs because they were taught by someone. Women are always taught to be perverted, okay? Women don't, I don't know no woman that's naturally just like, I'm a pervert. Okay, first, if you're going to teach Kemetic science, explain to us where Kemet is. It's metaphorical. The mind. You already know. The eye of Aru and the eye of Ra is in the head from each side. What do you mean? It's all in the mind. The land of the pineal. What you mean? They don't want nobody, because pineal, neo. The Matrix. Oh, because when you become Neo and you have control of your pineal gland, which is calcified by everything that we eat. Oh, you don't have control over your mind anymore. I can tell you anything. I can crystallize your brain, crystallize all of this stuff, and tell you, hey, I'm a pervert. I'm raping your children, and you're going to believe it because your mind creates all the realities around you. Then some people actually started doing it, like some real weird sickos. Really got into it. That's one of the sins in the Bible and against God law. The Bible, basic instructions before leaving Earth. Hold on. Basic instructions before leaving Earth. That means the Bible is the first level of consciousness when it comes to religion. One of the minor basic instructions. Basic storyline. So don't tell me, oh, to have not knowledge of comedics. Excuse me, I don't think so. To have knowledge of comedics, that's illegal and wrong. And if you know about comedics, then you're going against God. Well, if you're using occult knowledge and being a bully, then you're wrong too. I'm sorry, I didn't know that me using my knowledge of self was illegal. Oh, well, the government stipulations, the government guidelines. Excuse me? Like, what are we even talking about? What? The whole block was just paused for me to talk. It wasn't until I looked around that everything moved. I mean, what? Y'all didn't move till I said go. Like, where's the lie at? The whole line was just blocked up until I looked around. That's crazy. But people don't want me to believe my authority and my power. Oh, until I looked around, everything was frozen. Okay. Oh, now they want to, now we're going to hop on the back of your neck. We found you. We located you. Now we can go ahead and siphon your energy. That's why this country is ran by fucking perverts. Because y'all allow this shit. Y'all see it. Y'all know it. And y'all are all paused and locked into it because what? Y'all took that vaccination, man. Y'all took that shot and y'all said, yeah. Y'all said, robot, live forever. Okay, you already live forever. Your energy, which cannot be created nor destroyed. Cannot be created nor destroyed. You're not gonna come over here and teach me something that I'm looking right at the knowledge. It's right here for every woman to lock in. Every woman, lock in. Lock in. But it's like, no, I want to bully you. I want to perversively touch your private parts without your permission. Oh, the president said it. Grab her by the pussy. She can do whatever she wants to. What? What? You got to know who you are and walk in that. You got to know who you are. I'm already here. I already did it. Get away from me. Like, the school bus just kept pausing, bro. They just kept blocking. Like, someone was taking my knowledge personal. And it's like, I passionately say this stuff, and I wanted to go ahead and go outside with y'all, because I'm always talking to y'all in the house, underneath somebody else's roof, underneath somebody else's guys, underneath somebody else. And I just wanted to go ahead and give y'all me outside of the house, because I've been locked in the house, just sitting here underneath all these people, just this miserable feeling. My ex was like, I can't be in your apartment. It's so depressing here. And I thought he was tripping, because I'm like, oh no, I finally feel free. But to have actually been free before and to come back to this, it feels like prison in here. It don't feel safe in here. It feels like, ugh. It's like everybody want to have control. It's like, no. No. When you know who you are, you can't do that. I heard a conspiracy theory about CERN destroying like 4 dimensions or something. It was kind of wild. I mean, yeah. It wasn't a conspiracy theory, though. CERN really does exist. And we really do have multiple dimensions that exist cohesively with the universe. I mean, if we understand energy, that every single person's mind is an actual dimension or actual world to live in, and everything exists based on us agreeing that it exists, because everything is actually just molecules and atoms that we agree exist. If one person changes their mind, it destabilizes the whole entire world, and that's why they want to control it. Like, no, if you think different than everybody, everything's going to fall apart. How about everyone come and collectively think like this? Oh, okay. Okay, so because your moon and your sun are your womb. That's it. You got to know you're cosmic. You got to know how tall you are. You on top of the planet, baby. They got you walking with a hunchback. Oh my God. Ugh. Oh my God. Everything hurts. And it's like, it shouldn't be like that. You should know who you are. If every single woman was on the same frequency, we wouldn't have these issues. Wouldn't be no fibroids. None of that stuff. We'd be free. But you just gotta also respect that the kiddies are the new energy. We're old. We can't just hop on their backs and just tell them, hey, let me have it. No, it's not yours. You're not allowed to just hop on me and tell me, come down. Now the issue is, a lot of people are tied into different systems. So when they come up, they're not clean. So I guess you learn the lesson and you learn the information when it's necessary. Yeah, I like free thinking people too, but the issue is I'm around a lot of people who don't think freely. Like, I know in this neighborhood, like I just thought about, oh, my neighbor, oh, child. Y'all felt that? They don't think freely. They think really demonic. Like, they think that, oh, me having control over you, like, we eye to eye. What are you doing? All of that for? Like, what the fuck? Ew. We don't need to act like that. We don't need to be like that. If you had knowledge of self truly, then why are you not teaching mathematics? There's a difference between ranting and teaching. I could teach you about 90 degrees, and I could teach you about how if you're in my womb, right? So here's some math, since you're math, right? If this is the sun and this is the moon, and I want to make a circle around the sun and the moon so I can have my aura underneath me, because I'm also underneath myself, right? So this would be a 90-degree angle, and will come out air, water, fire, earth, right? I think earth's supposed to be in the front though. And you can turn the quadrants around to make it just earth focused, just water focused, just air focused, and so on and so forth, right? Then you have your 33 degrees. What's 33 plus 33? Or maybe we're talking about the degrees of coming up the spine to the pineal gland. I don't know. We're teaching you that from the top of your head to the bottom of your body is a pyramid. Now they'll tell you that everybody's head is supposed to be at the sun. That's what they teach you. Everyone's head is at the sun or the moon, so that we look down. But then there's people who know the true knowledge, and they get to look down on those people. And that's where the issue comes in at. Because when people like me find that out, that's the problem. Because now we don't have people who think that they're just the sun and the moon, and you can just look down at so everyone who thinks that their head is the sun, they don't realize that there's something above the sun, and they're they're thinking they're this. See, a man is gonna think he's this, right? So me, who understands that this is my womb and this is the sun and the moon, I'm gonna look down, and anybody who believes that, whack. Any woman who believes she's just the moon, I'm gonna look down, whack. Right? They don't want everybody to have this knowledge because they want everybody to just believe that we're just these small little things that just exist. We're so tiny. Which, again, yeah, the whole galaxy exists. But again, hey, people like me also, I don't really teach too much about, because, like, you see this birthmark here? If you look at a map of the Milky Way, it looks just like this. If you look at my forehead here, I have these dots right here, right? Born this way. When I put this right here, it makes the constellation of Orion's belt, which is also marked in Egypt, right? I turn my head like this, it's aligned with Orion's belt, which is the gladiator that's fighting the Taurus. The Taurus, when I speak about it, it comes up because the Taurus's constellation is a V with a line, and it has two things that go like this. I have all the markings sitting here on my body to tell you about the whole entire solar system, the whole entire galaxy that we live in consciously right now, this particular galaxy, right? This star system. Now, there could be people who are from other Milky Ways and other galaxies, right? Or other galaxies within the Milky Way, and they're traveling here. Now, the funny thing about that is, well, if my womb looks like that, then they're still coming from my womb, which I'm here as a black woman to show you what the true black woman actually is that we forgot that we are. I was born on 11/22 to give you 33 master teachings: master manifester, master builder, master teacher. It's literally all in my birth chart. Life path number 1. I'm trying to step into my actual position, but people are continuously trying to bully me out of it because they think that I'm not aware or I'm dumb or I'm slow. And it's like, no, I have this knowledge, and I'm not trying to flex on anybody or anything, but it's like, if you don't have anyone supporting you, you simply only have people trying to come against you, right? So say I got 20 people and they all just like, fuck her. She getting up. How's she doing it? Yeah, just beat her up. Take all her energy. Rob her. Beat her. Silly. Tie her up. Jesus, ain't no man in the sky finna come save you from a story that's only 2,000 years old when the world existed long before 2,000 years, baby. I need you to wake up real quick. Wake up and smell the coffee. Again, 33 is in that too. 33-degree Masons, Jesus died at 33, crucified, the cross, the shoulders, the head, the Ankh sign. 33 degrees is understanding your cross at all times, and you could just understand how to keep your energy in those areas, to operate and move around with authority, knowing that, controlling your energy. Like, I have all the teachings without going to any of the classes. It's literally just downloaded into my DNA because I'm literally showing you the map of the solar system on my body, the whole entire thing. My brother's an Aries. He's always trying to be above my head. But in the story of Osiris and Isis, they had a son. The brother and sister had a son, Horus. I didn't have a son by my brother. No, but me and my brother have been raising my son the whole entire time. His father has been in and out of prison. So the story is here. The story is here for everyone to observe and see the truth, but no one wants to look at the truth and follow the truth. Everybody wants to go ahead and appropriate this consciousness of, well, that was then and this is now. Because the same way that I'm saying, well, Jesus Christ was only 2,000 years old, so this is a real story. Well, no, Hindu is a real story. Okay, well, Shakti Shiva. Well, okay, then find a man and get on your seat. Ride it. And they had Ganesh. They made a baby out of an elephant head, and because the mom made the baby by herself without the dad even being there. So that even speaks to the same story as Osiris and Isis, because Isis got pregnant by Osiris, but Osiris's ding dong didn't work. It got chopped up when they put his body back together, and he ain't had no ding dong, so she made one out of wood. So she got inseminated without even having sex or sperm. So that goes even to, it's the story of Mary. It all adds up. All the stories are saying the same thing. So for us to keep on fighting about whose religion is right, whose direction is right, and who's the one that's in charge, it's like, no, listen to the person who's telling you the truth. And the truth is this. The truth is all of these things are the same. All of these things are saying the same thing. We all want the same thing. Everybody wants freedom. We don't want to see our children being raped. We don't want to see our children being sacrificed. They did still do that in Egypt and things back then too. They were taking on firstborn boys must be sacrificed, thrown into the river, because we don't want Moses to be born. We don't want the true one that's going to set everyone free to be born. We don't want that person. Guess what? Moesha. Oh, okay. Instead of Moses, we got a Moesha. Oh, all right. So if God tried to send it down to the man, and every single time he sent the man down, y'all killed it, maybe one day he might say, fuck it, I'm sending the lady down this time. Now, my son's a Gemini, which is balance, duality between light and dark, the yin yang sign. I also am a Sagittarius, but also a Scorpio, born on the cusp date at 11/22. My rising sign is Gemini, balance between the light and the dark. Fire and water, complete opposites. What I'm here to teach is about balance. If we all balance the scales, all of the issues that we have in America would stop. We would need to rape children because old people would just hurry up and die. When it's time for you to die, it's time to die. Why are you trying to rape children so you could like live longer? What the hell are you talking about? That's gross. Why do you want to rape kids to live longer? Why do you want to get sexual energy from a baby? Why do you feel like that's normal? That's not normal. Unless you are a nurturer and a child care provider, and children are running to you and they gravitate to you because they trust you and you're a calm spirit because you have docile environment. That's the only reason a grown person, and that's why it's a woman. It's supposed to be a woman. A woman is supposed to be taking care of and tending to children. Male teachers, my son doesn't even want to go to school during his first period because he can't stand his math teacher. And my son loves math, but he hates his math teacher because it's a white man who's a prick. He's bullying the boy. He's doing things to him, trying to humble him in front of people, and probably, like I said, sodomizing him spiritually, shoving his fucking rod up his ass to try to show him who's boss. They're like, oh, you want to come in here and be smart? Well, I'll show you who's boss around here. That's the shit that our kids got to endure, and we sit here and just be like, oh, well, I mean, they got to go to school, I have to go to work, and I mean, if I don't send my son to school, I'm going to get locked up. Like, why are y'all operating in fear still? I don't understand how you can still be in fear. That's why I'm looking at my ex like, why the fuck did you do what you did? Like, to even bully me and have me sitting outside in the snow like that was so foul. I literally had fucking frostbite on all my toes because this man had me standing outside of my car for an hour, and everyone thought that shit was funny. Niggas were in the parking lot laughing. So many men passed by and didn't even understand what they were walking by. The amount of disrespect, and just to see that lets me know that America is truly failing. A dude should have came up and said, hey, bro, I ain't gonna hold you, bro. I ain't trying to press you out enough, but you need to move out the way, bro. You really doing too much. Like, you really need to, like, chill. Like, bro. She got on, like, shoe, like, come on, bro. But the principle is, no, you're supposed to submit to a man and help him out no matter what. No, if that man is beating me, hurting me, I learned my lesson, but god damn, frostbite to the toes. You understand what I'm saying? Frostbite to the toes? That wasn't necessary. None of that was necessary. It was not necessary. And then people sitting here defending the idiot. Oh, well, I'm on his side. You should have submitted. He's a king. Okay, well then I'm a goddess. He's a god. I'm a goddess. I know who I am. I have the knowledge. I didn't have to go through a Mason indoctrination or any kind of group or society to know what I know about me. That speaks more volumes than someone who had to put on a fucking all that weird stuff. I did pick him. My soul was attracted to him. He was a Taurus. It was necessary for me to learn a lesson. And it says in the Taurus, my constellation is supposed to beat him in the head for eternity. Supposed to beat him in his head. But everybody, no, you just trying to humble that man. I don't want to humble him. I'm just saying what the constellations say. I don't want to do that because he's also, what is he, a Taurus? He's also, I don't know. There's probably another constellation that sheds some light on who he is as well. But the point that I'm making he just tried to get me hot, child. Anyway, all I'm saying is this. My knowledge of self let me understand what the story is truly saying, right? And with all that being said, I just don't understand the point of trying to make someone stand outside for an hour over $3, right? Because I'm like, I get you gas. I did my part. All you got to do is go figure it out. Maybe it's time for you to not smoke weed. If you stole from me, I shouldn't have to fund what you have going on. He's a 33, you're a 4. No, I'm actually an infinity sign, but I mean, hey, think what you want. All I'm saying is The proof is in the pudding. It's not much to really like continue to keep. I'm a Taurus as well, and I do not know how to pick a good chick. I'm a Sagittarius Scorpio cusp, which is so funny because Sagittarius and Scorpio are also right at where the Milky Way is. That's like the middle of the damn Milky Way is Sagittarius. Everything about this particular universe, this galaxy that we exist in currently, literally is like, ah. And it's not through my mind. It's through what we're looking at. Now, okay, so what if we put you in charge? What's going to happen? The system that we live in is going to have to like die, and we're going to have to build a new one. Oh, we don't want to put in that kind of work. We're just going to go with the old system again. God doesn't want you to keep doing it. That's why he's trying to break it down. God didn't want you to put no nanobots in your body. God don't want you eating fake food. God don't want your children getting raped. God don't want you at work all day. God don't want you forgetting who you are. God is you. You are God. You don't want to do none of that. You don't want to do none of that. Was that an M on my forehead? Where'd that come from? Child. Never seen that before. That's new. I've never seen that before. What the hell? I don't have to mock anything. I understand in a godly sense. Oh, well, if you were godly, then you would have given that boy the extra money because you had it. Sometimes, as a woman, okay, maybe that is 3D. You got a point there. Okay, I'll give y'all that. That was really 3D. As a woman, I got to prove it. Hold on, no, I'm not taking your shit no more. Fuck this. Because if I would have just paid the money and just let him get the fuck out of my face and I had more money, my toes wouldn't be frostbitten. So you do have a point there. And I can admit to that. That is true. That is very true. But at that point in time, it's like King of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, but Devil Energy just came out, so I was just doing what I was supposed to do. That's crazy. The one card that was flipped the other way was the King of Pentacles. They said, be careful of your kids. I mean, technically, yeah, I was doing it to myself because I understand I'm always talking to myself. If myself needed $5, I should have gave myself $5. Yeah, you got a point there. That's true. That's true. Because the more mercy I show would have shown on my character, and it would just make him look dumb. So that's true. That's true. That's 1000% true. I can't go against that because look at literally the tips of my toes are. I don't know. I hope that this frostbite isn't permanent. I gotta hope and pray that this frostbite not permanent. I know it's not. I know it's really nerve damage, and I was working on my nerves this morning, like really like looking into the nerve branches. And it seems like if I focus on my nerves, I can fix it. They're just a little shot right now. Yeah, they're just a little shot right now. It just happened yesterday. I'm talking to... So you simply just move things out the way, because it's like people just be operating in weird energy all the time, and it's like, I pray for people who really just simply want to come around and like, you think you got the right to siphon somebody's energy and just stab them? Like, what's wrong with you? It's weird. And that's why I feel like with the person, I just, because it gave weird energy. What if I told you that was who I was talking about the whole entire time? I really don't know who that is, honestly. I'm still trying to figure that out. Let me see. Whew. Woo! That feels so much better. But it's just the knowing, right? I've been talking about God this whole time. Their Eyes Were Watching God by Zora Neale Hurston. That book literally is my life. If you read the book, Their Eyes Were Watching God, or watch the movie, y'all can go ahead and Google it on YouTube. It's actually free if you have some time today to do it. Y'all can watch the short movie. That literally is like the epitome of what I went through. That whole actual book is like my life. And it was funny, we supposed to read it in middle school and I never read it. I didn't read the book. Maybe had I read the book, I would have actually like not fell into the pit of the story, right? Maybe had I read the book, I would have knew. But the thing is, their eyes were watching God. So it's like, it was supposed to happen this way so that I could live out the story. You know, everybody, yeah, you didn't follow directions, but maybe my spirit wasn't supposed to, because I had to live it out organically just to give y'all proof that, hold on, she wrote that story this many years ago. How did she tell your whole exact storyline? I don't know. You tell me. Their eyes was watching God. History continues to repeat itself until we change it. When someone figures out who they are, it's time to start making the changes. When someone's showing you and proving to you who they are, you got to start making the changes. And no, it's not easy to be in spiritual warfare all the time, especially when you actually know who you are. But at some point, you just be like, wow, y'all really are angry people to be doing all this. Like, who am I? The universe. I literally went to a high school on University Boulevard. Like, everything about what I've experienced is giving you exactly who I am, but you would never believe me. You don't want to believe me, but I'm showing you the facts. I could show you the book. I could show you all the books, and they're going to tell you my story, and you still don't want to believe me. I could show you the book. I could show you the story. I could show Ace of Swords. That's the truth. I could show you the whole thing, and you still wouldn't believe me. So at some point, Jesus was just like, fuck it. Let me get crucified and show you that I don't die. Woke up 3 days later. All right, I'm back here to heal people. Y'all good? Everybody ready? Who ready to get healed next? Christ consciousness is clear consciousness. Because once you ascend, you don't feel the pain. Like, all the energy is still moving through you, but I don't feel it. Like, it's not registering as pain. That was hard. First card out is transformation for a Queen of Pentacles. Okay, with someone did something for clout to somebody, or someone put on a mask and fooled them. Someone fooled this Queen of Pentacles. That is a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn woman. They exuded some form of strength. Solitude is also a thing, right? This King of Swords. King of Swords needs to go into realizing that he's a spark for something and have the initiative to go through his spiritual death and transformation. Someone's been fighting their spiritual death and transformation. They keep on fighting against it. You don't ascend. If you keep fighting death, like an ego death, you can't ascend. This King of Pentacles, however, is going to get into a ideal partnership with an Empress. Okay, King of Pentacles, I see you. That's also Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo male. This is going to bring some kind of celebrity status, but they have to be mindful because at night people are doing spell work and working hard at it, putting a lot of hard work in to make sure these people don't ascend. Woo, excuse me. Whew. Next, we have an unexhaustible source of energy, which is allowing this child to trick death, right? But someone needs to go to their ancestors to talk. Currently, you have all eyes watching you. The sun energy is allowing you to get back into your inner child. Right? Which is creating some form of harmony. I believe God, woman, man, and the child in that order. Because women must accept a man into her space. Men, of course, choose women, but the woman must accept him. So I believe the woman comes before the man. Because when you protect your woman as a man, your life ends up being way better. So then we have the Hermit card. Leaving behind things that disgust you. That might be a King of Wands who might become a teacher, or that is the King of Wands. You leave the King of Wands behind, you get to become the teacher. Hold on. Next, we have this Queen of Wands, right? We have this Queen of Wands, and we have this Magician energy, which is the source, the truth. This Queen of Wands truly is a source of magic, energy, a home for it. Then we have Trapping Death, a celebration, and then the Moon card. So secrets and feminine energy. The rise of divinity only comes when we can actually come to, excuse me, hold on one second. Wow. Some people just can't respect that people have knowledge and are really who they say they are. And for some odd reason, that makes people feel like they need to show who they are. Hell, I seen a pack at Walmart for $4.99. I don't know nothing about no Walmart. Whoever the wall, I forget what their wall something Walner. Yeah, keep that family by my aura. Please and thank you. Bless me, do not stress me with that. You're called to counsel young girls and they need you. You will always have a problem with your race and identity. I'm here to counsel young boys and young women. I'm here for both of them. Shoot, I usually always have all the boys at my house because my son always got his friends over, and I'm trying to teach them how to be good husbands and be good men instead of becoming these toxic men that their friends might teach them. Like, yeah, riz her up, bro. Like, you're not supposed to just riz up no girl. That's basically Trump behavior. Grab her by the pussy. Like, what you mean, just riz her up, bro? Like, just against her will, just put your sexual energy in her vagina and like what? Like I'm here to help get the boys together so they understand how to respect women's bodies. Like just because a grown woman got a vibration don't mean you're supposed to just walk in her house and be like, "Can I have some food?" Like, you're supposed to be like, "Oh, hi, ma'am. How are you?" If she's nice enough to open up her space to you, that's different. I'm here to wake up the boys. I was always running around in masculine energy anyway. Just here to help the boys out. But for some odd reason, people just always disrespect it. I wish I could move away from it, but this is my apartment, unfortunately. And it's how people are in here, unfortunately. You know? I could bring everybody to the water. I can't make them drink. My neighborhood is a tough cookie, man. I don't know what's wrong with them. What's wrong with them? They think, oh yeah, it's our mission to make you submit to the government. Like, child, if you don't get the actual flying fuck out my face, like really get out of my face. But they'll tell you in a heartbeat that's their job. It's not your job. No. I don't have to do that. Epistemology. Okay, I'll look that up. Peace, closest. Peace. I'm gonna go ahead and talk to y'all in a little bit. I want to eat my salad in quiet. So I'm gonna talk to y'all later. I'm gonna go ahead and watch some videos, but hopefully y'all got something from this. They say stop leaking our secret knowledge all over the internet, but it's like if we don't leak it to each other, then what the fuck gonna happen? Because then white people already know it. That's why they running the world with masonry now. Like, well, why y'all so scared to give out the secrets? It's our people that are being hidden from the knowledge. It's not them. It's our people that don't know it. That's the problem. It's our people who don't have it. They have it. They're running the world using our knowledge. They're building energy grids and doing all that because they have knowledge of our knowledge. We don't have to hide it from them on the internet. Oh, your ancestors ain't helping you get it. Your ancestors probably want to keep a foot on your neck because they see your potential, and it will wax their asses off the face of this planet. Heads up. You know, little do you know. Y'all be good. Y'all be great. Y'all be gods. And remember, if you have this knowledge, share it with everyone around you. And if they think you're weird, stop being friends with them. You're wasting your time on Earth, pouring into things like that. Love yourself.